Steve, I want to talk to you about Warren Sapp. He's leaving the
Oh boy.
Colorado Buffaloes. He's the
Woo.
gold jacket era at Colorado is over. Marshall Falk is now the head coach, I believe, at
Mm.
Southern University. Warren Sapp is headed out of town for greener pastures or somewhere. Uh, what do you make of this? Because there are some, I've seen some people speculate that Warren Sapp wanted to be the defensive coordinator,
Mm.
didn't get that job or responsibility, and he said deuces. I don't, I have not heard that from Warren. Don't read anything into what I'm saying. I'm telling you the speculation I saw on the internet.
I just have a question. This has not been cleared up. Did he grab a lifeboat off the Titanic? Or was he just pushed off the boat? Was he like Jack? Rose, have a good life. Blah, 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 and he just sunk to the bottom, man. Never seen from again, poor guy. That's the question that I have. And there have been rumblings, and you might want to get Big Matt, okay? Because he has flat out said Warren was lazy. He did whole shows on it.
Really?
Yes. Yes, there was one. There was a show that he did. I was in Bryan, Texas. I was for the Miami A&M game, and I'm watching YouTube or listening to YouTube while in my rental car. And Matt McChesney did an hour show talking about in the middle of this recruiting and portal season, why is Warren Sapp being a judge at a beauty contest? And I think I may have sent you that show. Obviously, you didn't look at it. There have been rumblings about, hey, is this guy all in? And so I don't want to make any accusations, but Matt's pretty plugged in there. He's not sad to see him go. I'll tell you that much. So, but again, the question is, was he pushed out or did he leave on his own volition? I think that is a key factor here.
If you had to guess, what do you think? I mean, Robert Livingston leaves, and 24 hours later, Warren Sapp. Couldn't you see it as like Warren Sapp wanted to be the defensive coordinator, or Warren Sapp? There's speculation he may be following Livingston to the Denver Broncos.
I get the sense, this is just my gut feel. He looked around and he also said, wait a minute. I'm not exactly working with Joel Steed and Alfred Williams here. I'm not paid all that much because Colorado, again, they're not paying like an SEC school at the upper level. He's made it clear in the past he doesn't want to work a lot of hours. He's flat out said it. He actually said, I could never work for Mario Cristobal. He works you too hard. Well, okay. I actually think, you know what, I've done this for a couple years. I'm good. I will say, based on what they have coming back, what the season might look like, that he probably said, you know what, this might be the right time to leave.
I want to add this context. I've seen interviews with Sapp saying he thought one thing going into the coaching process, and then once he got into it, he thought like, man, this isn't work. I love being here. I love being around the kids. I love putting in the long hours and he's surprised by that, or he surprised me with those statements, and he was surprised by how much he just loved putting in the work and time. So want to just offer that up as a defense. I'm partial to Warren Sapp. Everybody knows it. I have a bias towards Warren Sapp. I'm surprised to see an all-time great Miami Hurricane being sold out by you, but
Well, now wait a minute. I am just here. I am just here to give a fair and balanced take. Uh, I have a lot of respect for Warren Sapp, but again, he's not one of the more beloved guys across the board. I'll just leave it at that when it comes to Miami alum. Okay, that's the truth. It is what it
your
is.
opinion. That's your.
No, that's a fact.
I have.
That's actually a fact.
I haven't had nothing but peaches and cream between Warren Sapp and myself. I love Warren, and
Oh, look, I have no issues with Warren, but I'm just relaying the facts, and there's more information. You're right. He has said, I love coaching, but I actually think this could be good for Colorado in one sense, right? You've been very critical of the fact that it's a gold jacket coaching staff, that you need real hard-nosed, blue blood coaches, right? Well, maybe this is a step in that direction.
Warren Sapp is leaving Colorado or has been pushed out of Colorado. The gold jacket era at Colorado is over. What do you make of Warren Sapp's departure?
What's the difference between Darian Hagan's departure, Sean Lewis' departure, the DC that went to the Broncos departure? What's the difference between Marshall Faulk's departure? They're all the same. He hires guys that have names, not guys that want to grind and coach. He's hired 4 guys that have never been into a house to do a home visit to recruit a kid. And just because they were Hall of Famers, he thought that was going to be success. I said 3 years ago, this is a joke of a staff. It's the worst staff. And I know Marshall well. At the end of the day, though, they've never coached it down of anything. And now you're going to put him right at the highest level and expect him to go out recruit Sark, Lane Kiffin, and at the time Saban and all these guys. Come on, man. This is a mockery. He has yet to show he can develop one coach, Jason. He has yet to show that I can go get the young GA and make a name for himself. Teach him every single part of the game. Because Deion don't know every single part of the game. I had 13 coaches I hired. 9 of them were unpaid at Indy on Netflix. 13 of them are coaching Division I football right now. Not one of them could draw a card. They didn't know how to dorm check. They didn't know how to check a kid and follow and run a room, control a room, recruit his own position, manage a kid. Nothing. They had no idea. So he's hiring these guys who have names to come in, but then you don't have the guy underneath the name that actually is the grinder doing all the work. See, you can hire names as Saban has hired guys. Sark was an analyst for a while after he was fixing his name after the SC thing. Lane Kiffin after the whole FAU thing and all that. This stuff, you can do that. But look at who was actually controlling and running everything. Real dudes. He had Kirby Smart still. He had Jimbo Fisher still. He had Bill O'Brien still. He had all these big-time guys that actually knew how to coach. So you have the face. You could have the big name. But who's doing the work? Colorado has either. So you are seeing this thing fall flat on its face. And what they allowed on their social media yesterday that I had to do a show last night about was unbelievable with the kid.
Do tell. I don't know what you're talking about.
You haven't seen this thing?
No.
They do that game. You know the game where they have the little the bars that drop and you got to catch them?
Yeah.
And then the guy laid on his back and caught one with his mouth.
Could we grab this video while...
You got to see my video I did myself on it. But anyway, I had Matt come on my show last night and did an emergency 1-hour show last night. For him to allow that on their social media. And then the caption was, I caught it with my mouth. This is on Colorado's TikTok, Instagram. This is a law. By the way, you're a man of faith and all this stuff you say. I don't know, man. Some of the stuff that's going on there seems to me like Hollywood got to him. Something's going Hollyweird, I should say. Something's going on in Colorado. And I'm going to tell you, I got a personal text message last night from a lot of people that left there. They're like, man, I'm so glad I'm out of that place. So I think Warren Sapp saw that video and ran to the car. So, man.
Let's play the clip. We got it. Let's play the clip.
Oh, you supposed to hold him. Oh, I supposed to hold him? Oh. Yeah. Hey, catch one in your mouth. Oh my. Oh!
You don't have to film everything. You don't have to release everything.
And the kid said, catch it with your mouth. The other kid.
I heard him.
Jason,